The 2 a.m. wake up, the afternoon crash, the brain fog. To most people, these feel like three separate symptoms. They aren't. They are actually a single conversation your body is trying to have with you. And that conversation is about one hormone, cortisol. Most people think cortisol is just a stress hormone. Yes, it is a stress hormone, but it is much more than that. In fact, in your hormonal army, cortisol is the general. Every other hormone, your testosterone, your thyroid, your insulin, they're all second in command. They take their orders from the general. So when cortisol goes out of balance, it just doesn't make you stressed. It triggers a cascade that disrupts nearly every system in your body simultaneously. Click a screenshot of this image if you want to explore the nerdy side of you. Right. So in a healthy system, cortisol follows a very precise daily rhythm. So within 90 minutes of waking up, we experience CAR, cortisol awakening response. This is the time your cortisol should rise sharply. This is your biological ignition. It gives you the energy, the focus, and the drive to attack the morning. Then it should gradually decline and should be near zero at night. The near zero state is the only thing that allows melatonin, which is your sleep hormone, to take over. So high in the morning, low in the evening. This is the healthy curve. This is the healthy cortisol curve. Now, this is what allows you to sleep deeply and wake up feeling like a human being. Let me put a number to this to make this more accurate and relatable. So you should know that I'm no armchair professor spitting out theory like there is no tomorrow. I walk my talk and I get my biomarkers tested every now and then. So by nature, I am an anxious person, okay, an overthinker who works overtime, and cortisol and nervous system has always been my weakest link. So it got so bad that I was drinking over 1 gram of caffeine every day a few years back. That's like 8 cups of coffee. Anyways, I recently got tested and my morning cortisol came out to be 15.6. Now this is important. Please listen carefully. The lab range is based on population averages. And to be honest, the average person today is undiagnosed. He's exhausted and inflamed. Normal just means that you resemble the average. It does not mean you're optimal. For optimal health, we have to look at the functional range. To feel genuine vitality, your morning cortisol should be between 18 and 22. My number, 15.6, gave me a reason to smile because today I'm just down to 1 or 2 cups of coffee. But I don't want normal. I want optimal. And I wish the same for you. Normal means absence of disease. Normal means suboptimal. And on this channel, the goal is green zone, the zone of abundance, health, vitality. So let's refer to a foundational framework, which is the energy stress continuum. Most high performing men are in the purple zone, which is the fit but fried zone. High output, high stress, fit on the outside, depleted inside, inflamed inside. So the cortisol curve for the fit but fried man is phase 1, which is the inverted curve. The phase 1 graph explains the 2 a.m. wake up, the afternoon dip, and the brain fog. 3 symptoms, 1 story. Your nervous system has been in performance mode for so long that it has lost the ability to fully switch off in the evening. Cortisol that should be near zero by say 9 p.m. is still elevated at midnight, still elevated at 2 a.m. And at 2 a.m., your body, especially your liver, has work to do, important biological work like detoxification and cellular repair. All of it requires cortisol to be very low. When cortisol is still present, that work cannot happen quietly. Your body sends a signal and that signal wakes you up. Because of the 2 a.m. disruption at night, your mornings are slow. Essentially, the CAR, cortisol awakening response we discussed, is blunted. Quick note. If you're watching this and thinking, I want to know precisely what my numbers mean for my specific situation, I do a 45-minute one-on-one diagnostic session called the Empower Diagnostic. Link is in the description. Let us keep going. So basically, to conclude, where does this leave you? The 2 a.m. wake up, the afternoon crash, and the brain fog. 3 symptoms linked with one hormone, cortisol. Most people spend years treating each of these separately. Sleep supplements for the 2 a.m. waking caffeine and sugar for the afternoon crash, nootropics for the brain fog, and here's the thing, none of it works long term because none of it addresses the upstream source, the cortisol rhythm, the nervous system. And this is important. If you leave phase 1 unaddressed, in phase 2, the curve flattens further. The morning peak disappears, just flat depletion all day. Sleep does not restore, exercise makes things worse. In phase 3, the curve is flatlined. Adrenal reserve significantly depleted, emotional emptiness, cannot mount a stress response to anything. Recovery takes months, not weeks. Most men I work with find me in phase 1 or early phase 2. And I will tell you why that matters. Phase 1 is the most recoverable phase. The nervous system still has reserve. The curve can still be recalibrated. Everything downstream is still reversible, but the window matters. Every year in phase 1 without addressing the root makes phase 2 more likely, harder to reverse. In fact, there are precise questions and specific blood markers that tell you exactly which phase you are in right now. So if you have trouble waking up in the morning, if you run out of gas by noon, if your energy is flat for most of the day, no supplement, no diet change will fix this. We have to look deeper. So the link is in the description, is where it all starts. I'm Akash. Namaste.